Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Michigan State Spartans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Now they'll run it on the toss. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. With defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, and blows it up.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. To throw, it's Martin. Defense is coming after him. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Man, they got exactly the right coverage early in this game that they were looking for. They found the matchup, and they hit a big one early.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Hands off to the left. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Toss play to the outside. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Childs. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Gates. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he finds the running back in the flat. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The Spartans bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
But the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air, it's Martin. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Spartans. The defense playing a huge role here. They score, and suddenly we're tied with a conference championship on the line.
Wow, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happened to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Trojans offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to pass. It's Martin. And this pass is on target. Caught. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball.
Pass on 42. They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. You got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle, but first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And the Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. You got to wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown?
And it's good right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Michigan St offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Handoff running right. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Handoff to the right side. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Scanning the field. It's Childs. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And the Spartans are in the red zone. Shotgun formation here on third down. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the Spartans pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On first down, it's play action. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The Spartans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. He'll throw it now. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball is in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play. The ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that centering guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Looking to pass, it's Parker. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That's good for a first down near the 40.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The back's got it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Toss play to the running back going left. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Dropping back, it's Childs. Pressure is coming. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, here's the first play to start the second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Caught over the middle. It's Gates. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the first down. And boy, over the years, especially recently, they've had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances by his Michigan State offenses. Kirk Cousins, we saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even go back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
Keeping it on the ground here. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And that run produces a decent gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Receiver in motion now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking downfield, it's Childs. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Southern California. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Going after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Trying to find room. It's Frazier.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Michigan State. They'll take the lead in the second half. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 21-17. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Usc offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Going with the old counter run here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Scanning the field, it's Parker. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The pocket breaking down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up the first down.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. And the runner takes off to his right. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield, it's Parker. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Trojans pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. Now here's the toss play. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Trojans looking to keep this drive rolling. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure.
Michigan State, 21, Usc 17.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen at you.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Back to pass. It's Parker. Looking for 6. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Well, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get...
And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion to the air. It's Parker. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
First and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. They're going to run it. Touchdown, SC. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now the important point after attempt. And knocked through the PAT, so the lead is 5 here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And the Spartans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Spartans will line up on 1st and 10. Same tailback, another carry.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Back to pass. It's Childs. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Launching it. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. This offense is still clicking. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. Grab down the middle. It's Gates. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to throw. It's Childs. Finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
With the catch, it's Gates.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaking free at the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, that's everything you could hope for here for an offense. They make a nice completion here. Thing that really stood out to me, your 4th quarter, late in the game, the clock is essential. Get out of bounds when you can. Get a first down when you can. He does both here to set up the offense here nicely.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. He makes the grab. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a first down and goal.
How about the consistency from this quarterback and his accuracy? That's 5 passes, 5 completions, and now he's got first and goal.
And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Spartans.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. There's the handoff. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? On the toss play, runner moving left. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And the Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. In the clear at the 25. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, USC.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense now operating in empty. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Childs. He's escaping the pocket now. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. The Spartans looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.